brings us to 10 to 9 and time to head to Corby because they're combining faith and fishing in Corby. The Fishing with Faith project is now in its third year. It's run by St John's Church in Corby. Scott Dunmore is a member of the church and founder of the project and joins me on the line now. Good morning, Scott.
Morning, Martin.
I mean, this is an unusual combination. How on earth did this idea come to you?
Well, the actual idea came to me through another project, actually, in Corby. I used to play a little football, and the chap who ran that football basically started each football session in the evenings with a Bible reading or a Bible talk, and that led into a session of football each week. And I attended those sessions, and it sort of inspired me to start my own project up through St John's in Corby.
And that football project has been successful, hasn't it? About 300 people playing seven times a week.
It's got a WhatsApp group. From what I remember when I last spoke to him, of around 300 people on there. So yeah, wow. Really, really successful. So that sort of, like I say, led me and inspired me to sort of start a project up through St John's, working within my passion within fishing. Yeah.
Okay, so how does the average meeting of faith with fishing actually happen? What happens if I came along? What would I see?
So if you turn up to an average session, we generally begin a session around about 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning. The first thing we would do is to start off the session with a Bible verse. For families who attend, and we use that Bible verse to translate that in how we could use that Bible verse in our family life. So for some people who come along who are new to Christianity, that might be an insight at what it might look like to be a follower of Jesus. From that point, we have a short safety briefing, a prayer, and then we'll crack on with the day's fishing. So we've got everything there, really. We supply all the equipment, all the bait, and we've got a great team of people who we've built up over the last 3 years, including a colleague of mine, Scott and Pete. We've got Michelle and Paul who come along as well. We've got a great team there who really are there to support everybody who comes along. It doesn't matter how experienced you are. If you've got no experience at all or you've got previous experience in fishing, it really is irrelevant. So just, come along. We supply all the equipment, all the knowledge you need, and it's a really fun, relaxed family day out. You know, you can just come along and we've got the entire lake to ourselves and just enjoy some fishing for the day, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And presumably you don't just pick the Bible readings that happen to mention fishing, because quite a few do. I mean, there are quite a lot of mentions of Jesus and the fishermen, and calming the waters and all that stuff. So presumably you go outside of that, though. You're not just looking for fishing connections in the Bible.
Yeah, we do step outside that box. Obviously, the first few sessions within the first year, we used all those up quite quickly, to be fair. But, as the years have progressed, we step outside that box and new things, really. We get a lot of families come along, grandparents with children, parents with children, aunties, uncles, nieces, bringing their nieces and their nephews. So, and also individuals as well. We're open to anybody coming along and joining the group, and we use those Bible verses to translate on for people, like I say, who are new to Christianity, maybe people who are already coming to the church, on how we can use those Bible readings to translate into our life. That's a sort of general aspect of what we're trying to get across there.
And you have a nice little friendly competition going with another church that does fishing as well.
That's right. We started that at the back end of last season. We had St John's from Bransholm came down, and we had a sort of a north versus south competition on the day, and it was really good fun. It was really good fun, and then they re-invited us up to do a bit of a match at their end, and that's become sort of a yearly event at the minute. So that's been really, really good fun. But I mean, with the group, we look at it in different aspects. But there's some really good things that have come out over the last 3 years, including social engagement, being out and about and meeting new people, enjoying being out in nature, and learning new skills as well for people who have not maybe tried fishing before. It's just an all round good family event, and we charge £8 per rod per session. So I think you don't get much for £8 nowadays. So I think it's good value for money as well.
Okay, and so how can somebody get in touch if they're listening to this and thinking, I'd like to be part of that?
Yeah, if they want to get in touch, just I think the simplest way to do that is email St John's at Corby. So that's admin at stjohnscorby.org.uk. Just send us an email with your details, and we can get in touch and certainly line you up for one of our few sessions we've got left this season. And also, one of the reasons we're trying to promote it a little bit at the minute is because if there's any other churches out there who are listening at the minute and decide this is maybe something they want to do within their church, we feel like we've got the capacity now to support them as well. So feel free to email us and get in touch if it's something you'd like to do with the church as well.
Excellent. Keep up the good work, Scott Dunmore at St John's Corby. And to get in touch about the fishing sessions, admin at stjohnscorby.org.uk. And that'll let you make contact with the people who run that fishing session. Absolutely fascinating. Always good to hear about what other people are doing, using faith as the basis, but finding different ways of expressing it and nurturing it rather than, I wouldn't say just the Sunday service, because obviously that's absolutely crucial, but finding other ways to complement that.
The Lionesses have made history.